achievement at the rapid strides made by the Indian shipping during the last 5 decades since the attainment of independence. National Maritime Day celebration in Goa, Visakhapatnam and Cochin and certain other ports also like Kandla, Jamnagar, Paradeep, Mangalore, Tuticorin, Karwar, etc. Homage to seamen who laid down their lives while on high seas in first
Sri Sushil Mulchandani, senior members of the senior faculty, staff, the distinguished guests, and the families of all our staff and dear cadets. Today we are meeting here to celebrate the 51st National Maritime Day. Of course, every year we are celebrating this week in a grand way, and this year also we have concluded the blood donation camp, the beach cleaning, and today we have opened the drinking water for the public on the highway. The elementary school run by the state government, we have given their scholarships for the best students. So in that way, today the concluding function, we have conducted number of events and participated in all the events without any trouble or any hindrance, with the beginning of the National Maritime Day. So I request all of the cadets to maintain the discipline, not to violate the rules, and get a name to the institution, get a name to the state, get a name to the country. In today's program, the notable absentee is our director and my I hope you all will heed to the advice that is going to be delivered by our chief guest, and I wish you all good luck. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. All spectators, please stand for sunset. Please stand, sir. And all of you.
Campus in the last few days. The participation was indeed good, and we would like to show some appreciation to the winners. For that, I'd like to request our chief guest to give away the prizes to the participants, the winners. Please come up on the stage.
Thank you, sir.
Next is Singh. DNS 17. Rahul Rathi, DNS 18. The participants and winners, please line up near the stage. Don't delay, please. Come up on the stage. Gurlal Singh, Manmeet Singh.
Round up. Hello. Kuti. Bhaiya. Round up. Group photo. Group round. Everybody circle. भैया कैमरा में देखिए. Okay, thank you.
Next, tug of war team. Tug of war team to line up, please.
Thank you. इससे के अंदर में. और नीचे क्या?
Congratulations, 3 for team.
तो भैया hand down. Okay.
And
one more. Sir. Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
thank you very much.
Wonderful institute. The family members, kids, and wonderful cadets out here. A very good evening to you all. At the outset, let me first of all thank the management of this institute for honoring me with this chief guest position. Thank you so much, sir. In fact, today morning I had another honor. I had a wonderful opportunity to lay a wreath on the Siemens Memorial. When I was laying down the wreath, I was thinking of all those seamen who had lost their lives in the sea. But at the same time, finding it interesting to know how the Indian shipping performed. It was in early 19 when one Mr. Valchand Hirachand, who was one of the major industrialists in that era, was traveling by train from Delhi to Mumbai. And he came across in the journey, he met one of these Britishers. And during the course of that journey, he found that there was a ship that was available for sale and was presently docked in still shipping. But eventually in 1919, 5th April 1919, the ship sailed out from Mumbai to London. And that's how the day came into picture. And when in 1964, the Indian government decided to set this day, set a day for paying the tribute to the seamen, they decided that this is the right date, that is 5th April.
The battery ready for me.
Friends, every year there is this year, although it's not mentioned here, but it is exploring avenues. It's either on the seafarers or on the problems which are there. Some other thing is always there. But this is a very interesting theme and very apt today. Maritime sector per se is growing. When the business grows fantastically, people make a lot of money. And at times there are recessionary trends. In fact, 2009 was the time when the shipping should be at its upswing. But otherwise, as I was saying, the maritime sector is the education or the institutes, except for a few like this, which I must congratulate, as far as is concerned. And during my rounds, Captain Ashish was mentioning that there is today a little bit of an oversupply of the cadets at the lower level, but the dearth of professionals at a higher level. Anyone? It could be a boat. I'm talking. Actually, no. I was actually going through the net, and that's where I found this. It was as early, the first remnants of a ship were found as early as 2900 BC, which means we have been moving on the water for almost 5,000 years. Imagine the time when there was only horse carts, bullock carts on the road and boats in the water. The only way we could go from one place to other place. And that was the time when wheel would have been much earlier. But what I'm trying to say is that once the man started thinking and his mind could reason out, he started thinking of going beyond his four walls, beyond the area where he was staying, to explore the horizons that were visible to him and beyond. And the only Marco Polo is known to establish or find a new route from Europe to China. Columbus discovered a new land. Vasco da Gama, new sea routes. They also discovered new materials. They also discovered new food, moved out from their homes and went to different parts of the globe. With that, but in those times, unfortunately, those people were ferried back as slaves. Pitfalls. But on the whole, shipping has been there from ages, and it has affected many lives. Sometime back we used to see this ad in the TV on the Steel Authority of India Limited, SAIL, which produces steel. Today you go to the shops, you buy any product. To get that toy for your kid, it comes by sea. There is shipping involved. So friends, that's how shipping has been affecting everyone. Seafarers have been going around the sea for ages. At one time when I was passing out from my college, I didn't have too much of research being done on finding out what institutes are there. But maybe Captain Ashish will watch for me, and Mr. Rao also would agree that I think the only institute that time was the DMAT in Calcutta. And I fell short by 4 percentage points. But then destiny, as they say, works. I finished my engineering as a civil engineer, and for the first 10-12 years in this organization I was working on the agency side at Nhava Sheva, one of the leading ports, and for the last 11 years when our groups opened this container terminal, I am here. So as I said, the destiny has kept me in touch. Who started their career along with me as when I started as an executive, they were starting as cadets or as third mates, and even today we are in touch, whether they are today of course with all sorts of communication facilities available. Even when they are on the high seas we can be in touch. In those times there used to be satellite phones. I don't know, Captain Ashish, how you would be keeping in touch with your family. Very expensive, but today I think you can be on WhatsApp at any time wherever you are. And recounting some of the things that these friends used to tell me about their high seas experience, which maybe the cadets here would be interested in knowing. I just saw the simulator in your institute where the ship is, and if you're properly simulated, you're rolling and pitching. You're on the watch for 4 hours in a day, twice possibly.